Heather Quick, and I'm the CEO of the Quick Law Group. You know, I was like, that's what I want to do, is really focus on women. And as I was trying to clarify that what, you know, all that fear comes in, and you think, oh, what are people going to say, you know, that's so professional, just women only, and, you know, the men are doing it, and it was all those things that really have no basis in reality, and it doesn't really bother me. But it was really interesting as I really went through that, because I didn't tell anybody that was what I was going to do until, you know, it became more public. And when I did that, it was really cool for me, because I was like, oh, that's what I really like to do. And you know what? I have my own business, so why don't we do it what I want to do? You know, I think so many times we find ourselves doing what everybody else thinks we should do, and it's like, why don't I do what I want to do? It's like, why are we doing women only? Well, you know, I just like working with women, and that's what I want to do, and I want to fight for them, because I feel like they need that more. They get the short end of the stick. And I don't like, you know, working for a guy to pay less money. Like, that just doesn't feel good, so I didn't want to do that anymore. Like, through all this other thing, and it was just like the coolest thing, because I understood why I was doing it. It's not because I hate men, not at all. You know, I feel like I hate men, you know, they're scared to come to the office, and, you know, it's like, well, you should be, but, you know, we don't hate them. But, you know, it was so neat for me. And then I will share with you, because then I told the staff, and they're like, oh, that's why we're doing this, you know?
1 in 3 women are a victim of domestic violence with intimate partners, and it's always been there. We are trying to educate women and empower them, to tell them this is not the way you have to live. We have the ability to help you. There are a lot of resources in the communities to get you out of that. And I mean, when we look at, there was one just a few weeks ago, the murder-suicide, 72% of that is from an intimate relationship. It's staggering, the presence of domestic violence in this country.
And how would you specifically help a woman who has been through a domestic violence issue? What are some of the things that you would do for them?
Well, many times they'll come to our office, say, oh, I need a divorce, and we will inquire into the process, and I will really see signs of domestic abuse, which cause concern for anyone in our office that they are safe. So we talk through that process. The state of Florida has the injunction process, so they can go to the courthouse and apply for an injunction, which is protection. It keeps the husband, the boyfriend away from them. Or we do that for them in their office if they're intimidated by the courthouse, they have small children, they don't want to do that. And once that's granted, if it's granted, they meet the criteria. That's a lot of what we talk about in the office. This is what's required.
Your specialty is divorce law. You specifically represent women. Talk about first your initial take on this story.
It's awful, I will tell you. It's going to be a very detrimental law to women. When currently now you've been married more than 17 years, and then that is one of the first steps to qualify for permanent alimony. And then we go to a need and ability standard. That eliminates that. So what we're looking at is a lot of 50-year-old women who have probably been married, who have been obviously married maybe since they were, in their early 20s, and have dedicated their lives to supporting their husband but staying home with kids, homemaker, not going to get permanent alimony. And as the law as it stands right now, they would. And that is what's fair and equitable in the law. And there's a lot of factors the courts can consider, but it's going to be detrimental to women. And that's just one part of this bill, which there's a lot that they don't share with the public.
And so you've written a couple of books, even. Outside of your practice, you've written a couple of books. Tell us about those.
The first book, which is still available free on my website, is A Women's Guide to Divorce, How to Gain an Advantage in the Process. Really lays out a lot of practical steps that I am hopeful is helpful for the women going through divorce. And also, I've noticed I get a lot of potential clients, women in my office saying, I don't know if I need to go forward with a divorce. I don't know if I'm ready. So the next book is Divorce Right for You? Help them take some steps to really evaluate themselves and determine if they're ready to take that step, or maybe they can put their marriage back together by following these steps.
But it was really when I understood that the reason why I wanted to represent women is because I wanted to, help my mom, and I couldn't. But then now I can.